Okay, so tonight we're going to work on the lower part, put the wood grain. Before we do this, I am going to highlight this brown. So it's quite dark right now, and we need it to be a little bit lighter than what it is at this point. Not too light. Yeah, that's better. Not too light. It will dry darker. I'm not too concerned about the wood, I mean the dark in here, because I'm going to eventually make it have kind of a soft transition between the dark and light, because right now it looks like there's a line, harsh line, and we want to have a soft kind of transition. So I'm going to change now to a round brush and take just burnt umber, nothing else. And while this is still wet, kind of wet in here, I'm going to soften this. And here. Okay. This is good. Let it dry, and then we add the wood grain on top. Meanwhile, we have the color. While this is drying, I'm going to clean up a bit the background. Just a bit, not much. Doesn't need that much. But I'm going to add a tiny bit of red right here. Cadmium red light. Tiny, tiny bit. Really, like red is so strong. And I'm going to use one of the white brushes that I used for the base. Take burnt umber, red. And it doesn't have to be thick paint because this is already painted. It just needs cleaning. Just a bit of burnt umber, touch of red, cadmium red light. And let's see. Yeah. Because it's kind of a glaze, it will dry darker.
That was red and brown?
Yes, burnt umber and a bit of cadmium red light. Just cleaning up a bit because, you know, with all of the painting, sometimes you end up with some colors that are not clean. But also, because we started with a very dark base, what I'm trying to do is clean up a bit and give this base a color, you know, not just dark. Okay, and let it dry, and we'll see how it goes. Right now it's a bit messy, but it will dry nice. It will dry fine. All right, let's let it dry for a minute, and then we'll come back to it. I'm gonna pause. All right. Okay, so this is another layer of lighter brown, a little bit lighter. So this is the same burnt umber with titanium buff, but I added also, I don't know if I added red to this one, but I did add a bit of red in here and more titanium buff because I have to wait for it to dry to see if the value is what I want, because acrylic dries darker. So you can't adjust, you can't tell unless it's dry. And it's right now, it was when it's kind of dark, too dark when it dried. So I'm just kind of adjusting the value. A little bit lighter, a little bit more reddish. But you're seeing on the camera, by the way, be careful, because I'm looking at the camera and it looks really light. It's not that light. Let me.
Yeah, it does look
Yeah,
light.
yeah. Don't go that light. Hold on. Let me change the value, the exposure.
Oh, the second one looked better. Yes. Yeah, there.
Still light.
Really nice.
Okay. The further away from the camera,
Yes,
the better. It's more like this.
Wow, that's very different.
Yeah.
Because it looked a lot lighter before.
Yeah. I know. That's the problem I have at night here. Night lighting, because the camera, when it's dark in here and I have double volume ceiling, the light in the studio is the camera tries to compensate for the dark that I have. And I can't use the light in the ceiling because it creates shadows everywhere. It's okay. Well, I'll try to fix the lighting here in a minute. I'm going to stop recording and then we'll do that. All right. So I mixed burnt umber, lots of titanium buff, and I put some red in that titanium buff. Let's see if this is enough. And let's start creating those lines. They don't have to be exactly the same. Some of them are thinner and some of them are thick. I think it needs a little bit more red.
Is it tablecloth or the table?
Table. It's wood.
Oh, it's wood.
Mm-hmm.
Wood, yeah. An old wood.
And some of them I'm just going to use some of the lines I'm going to use the dry brush in between. So,
If you leave it without the lines,
sure.
is it better?
I don't think there's a big difference. If you don't like the lines, don't put them. You can put whatever you like in there. So
I think it looks nicer if you put something. Yeah, it needs something. Yeah, I think I agree. Otherwise, the mandarin looks like it's floating around.
Some of them are going to be stronger, some of the lines, and then some of the other, some of the other lines. Some are stronger, some are fainter, weaker. They're not all the same strength in here in terms of lines. And this is what wood is all about. So and that's why I like to, in cases like this, I like to glaze, because I can control the how strong or how dark, how light the color is if I glaze. And by the time I'm done, if I find that it's too strong, I can glaze the whole thing and push it back, make it softer. If it's coming forward too much, I can glaze it with a bit of burnt umber and it'll be fine. Hi, Sula.
Hi, Leah. I didn't want to say anything, so I wasn't sure if you were taping or not.
I am taping, but that's fine.
How
are you?
Good. Just running around. I'm leaving for Minneapolis tomorrow for a few days. So
Where are you going?
Minneapolis.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Brendan's parents are there, so they have a cottage. So
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
had to go drop off the cat, friends. Anyways.
Oh, yes. The
Yeah,
pets.
yes, pets. Exactly.
Yes, I know what you mean.
Yeah, I had to go downtown. So yeah, just trying to do some last minute things. It looks amazing. It looks great.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
This is a very tedious part. Esther, how did you do that?
Oh, I don't remember. I was like just trying to get rid of my paint and just like slobbered it on.
Wow, and it looked amazing.
I think I was using it like a dry brush.
You were using a dry brush?
I think so. I think.
Yeah.
Wow. It's a lot of
Mhm.
wow.
When did you get back, Estero?
On Sunday.
Oh, nice. Your pictures
Yeah.
are beautiful.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes.
I know I put a lot up there. I have so many more. I just like to share like just how beautiful the place is and how much fun we had.
So did you have more on Facebook?
I put a bunch of pictures on Facebook. Yeah.
Oh, I see. I didn't see that one. Okay.
Did you go with Fred, or were they there? They lived there.
These are our close Portuguese friends. Like they're like, the Mary's like my second sister. I introduce her as my second sister. And my little sister, because she's younger than me, believe it or not. Yeah, they were there before us, but they were also staying with other friends.
Oh, okay.
And they were, it was their wedding anniversary.
Oh,
so another couple went and surprised them.
Oh, that's nice.
We kept saying to them, "Oh, you gotta come," and go, "Oh, no, we were just there, in the fall," and they were there. And like wherever we went, it seemed like they were running into people they knew because they were all born there, right? Or their families are from there, and some of them, like one couple invited us to, I guess their home, which was their mother's home. And it was all renovated and whatnot. And then another couple, they were supposed to invite us to their house, but we ended up going to a restaurant and they picked up the tab for like 15 people.
Wow.
The night before we paid for theirs, but I'm sure it didn't hurt them any. They probably wrote it off because they have a construction company there.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's nice.
Yeah, and then we spent a week with my friend Mary and her husband in Madeira, and it was really nice. Like we had fabulous dinners. We did there's a traditional for anybody who I don't know if any of you have been, but they have these baskets. They look like carriages, and you're up high. And you got two people pushing from behind. So you're basically pushing this cart down the hill.
Oh, jeez.
And they're running with it. And
I saw it from behind.
It's a lot of fun. We laughed so hard, and they're swerving all over the place. And it's only 2 kilometers, but it was a lot of fun. We did that. We met a lot of nice people. And there's nature there is like, it's beautiful. Like Canada is beautiful, totally different.
Nice.
Yeah, very nice.
Is that
so
in Madeira?
Madeira and San Miguel. Hydrangeas and lilies everywhere.
Wow.
Oh my God, that would be beautiful.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, it's like, and the hydrangeas are like the diameter, they're like at least 12 inches wide.
Wow.
And most of them are blue or light blue.
Oh, that's even nicer.
Yeah, they're just amazing. And they have what's called, they're African lilies.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like flowers on a very long stem. So they were abundant everywhere in blue and white.
Wow.
Just amazing. I almost bought some to bring, but I was afraid that it would be confiscated at customs. You're not supposed to bring plants.
Right.
So I'll research it and see if you can buy them online or something. But I don't know how they would do.
What's the name of the plant, Estero?
I think they're called African lilies. Let me just see if I can Google it. They're just they're so beautiful, and because they're in bunches, like they're in whole groves. Let me just see.
While Astero is looking for this, I'm just gonna explain a bit what I'm doing. I'm just doing the grain of the wood, but in short brush strokes instead of long ones. Some of them are long and some of them are short. So this, what I'm doing right now, is a short one, short brush stroke, just to create patterns of the grain, wood grain, but without making it too obvious, too strong. So the small little kind of brush stroke is easier and it looks much better than having a long one, a bunch of long ones right next to each other. Okay, Cyril, did you find it?
Yeah.
Okay,
they're from South Africa.
Wow.
And you can buy them on Amazon.
Oh.
The seeds or the plant?
I don't think they're seeds. It's like a bulb. It's like a root.
Oh.
And like their leaves are like daffodils, like they're long and spiny. But the actual flower is like 3 feet tall, 2 to 3 feet tall.
Wow.
Oh. You see it?
Yeah, you can get them here.
You can?
I've seen them in their annuals more here.
There is a smaller flower, but it's called
like the
African
violet.
African violet.
No, they're African lily.
Or lilies.
But it's also known as agabanthus, and that's what I see in nurseries under that name.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So you can get them here?
Yeah, but they're more like annuals because I think the zone's pretty high.
Yeah, South Africa is a lot warmer than here.
Yeah.
Won't survive the winter.
To South Africa.
But sometimes certain things you can bring in.
Mm-hmm.
But, it's not like one plant and it has lots of flowers. It's a single, I think there's singles. Like there's a bunch of leaves everywhere and all these spiny, tall stalks with the flower on top.
I see people put this in containers in the middle of a container.
Oh,
beautiful.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
Oh, they're gorgeous. They're just gorgeous.
No, I recognize it. You can get it. Here.
Yeah, it was like the flowers were everywhere. Like they were like all different. And then there was one area where we were driving and we also saw it when we went hiking, is the hills were all yellow. It looked like the hills turned to gold. I think I have one of those photos on Facebook. And it's not just like low on the ground. They're like bushes that are about 3 feet high. And they're just in bloom. It's beautiful.
They're on zone 7, so yeah, they'd be a challenge to grow here.
Yeah, they may die. Like so, you're right.
You can bring it inside after the summer and see if it can live.
If it's an annual,
yeah, beautiful.
Try it and see what happens.
Yeah, no, I recognize it.
Agapanthus.
Agapanthus, yeah.
So that comes from the Greek word agape, right? Agapanthus?
Yeah, I don't know.
Say again?
Agapanthus. Agape and anthos?
Yes.
What's Arabian? What's Arabic?
This
Happy
για το λουλούδι. Anthos means λουλούδι. Anthos is the ancient word.
Anthos means flower or bloom.
Yes.
Anthos, love.
Anthos in the Greek language means luludi flower.
Is a lot of the Greek language derived from Latin?
Yes.
I think Greek came first.
Yes.
I would like to say being Greek. Romans came out of the Greek.
Because they say flowers are like there's 2 names, the Latin name and then the Greek.
But Agapanthus sounds very Greek to me. Yeah. Yeah, it says you have to store them in the winter.
Yeah, I do that with geraniums and it works.
Yeah.
Dahlias.
Yeah, you have to take the bulb out.
Mm-hmm.
Dahlias are gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
I personally kill plants.
My
It doesn't work.
They're not the best either. I tried.
big ears kill my plants.
Nice though.
Hmm?
That looks good, Leanne.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you.
I'm not sure I can replicate that.
Okay, the more layers you put, the nicer it looks. All right, I don't want to put too much.
Yeah.
It looks very nice.
Thank you.
They offered, I haven't watched the video, for your leaves, what color combination did you use?
Leaves. Okay, sap green, raw umber, cadmium yellow light, and white.
Raw umber?
Raw umber, yeah. So, yeah, cadmium red light, cadmium yellow light. Okay, so it depends on the leaves, though. For these ones here, it's sap green, raw umber, cadmium yellow light, and white. These ones here.
The ones on the bottom.
On the bottom. Because the cadmium yellow light and sap green were here in the light ones that you see, the yellowy yellow kind of light. And this here was sap green and raw umber. And then I highlighted with, actually, this highlight was white, sap green with, I know I use ultramarine violet and white in here with a bit of green in here, right there. And these right there were sap green, cadmium red light, and cadmium yellow light with white. This one here, because it's more brown green in here, this area right there. So this is different, slightly different. This has more brown, so raw, a little bit more.
It's darker.
Yeah, and it has a little bit more brown, and this one has more green in here. You know, this one is really nice. Coming up. That one here that we're doing for the Wednesday afternoon. Yeah.
Oh,
this
that's
is
beautiful.
Yeah, this is really looking nice. Cute. Okay, so some of these are kind of done. All I want to do right now is put a couple of long lines in black and in a light color. And then dark, kind of darkish brown with some titanium buff and push this in a bit so it doesn't look like it's completely disconnected, but it's darker. So it becomes darker when it goes into the shadow area. It will dry darker, hopefully. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, now one more thing I'm going to do is take some black. Mix black and brown. There's a nice big kind of gap in here in the wood area. I think it's closer to this, but I'm going to put it here. It's closer to the orange, but I'm just going to put it here. So right next to it, I highlighted this line. And just give it that. Let's put a couple of small ones here and there. Not many, just...
Leo, why are you not carrying the black line all the way through the lighter
I should, you're right. Sorry, you're right. I just, because it's light, I've missed it. You're right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
It should be there. Actually, nothing else. That's it. Is there another line? No. I think it's okay. Let's put this. I lost that shadow a bit, so I'm going to put it here. And what else? I think we're good.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Did you glaze over top of it?
No.
No.
I don't think there's no need for glazing. I don't think so.
It looks really good.
It does.
Thank you. All right. So, oops. Let's put it this way. Sorry, I'm trying to fix the camera so you can see it. Okay, that's probably done. I'm going to stop for a minute. Okay, this project is done. We are going to take a break for the summer and then we'll come back sometime in October. So happy summer to everyone.